While there are many different taskbars that you can use on your Linux, BSD, Solaris, or other Unix-like operating system distro, my preferred taskbars, and I recommend using the following taskbars above virtually all others in my personal setup. And maybe you have a taste similar to mine and you also like these, or maybe you do not. And these are both pretty highly customizable, but with different design languages effectively and different design elements. First, I'm going to present Polybar, my VNC setup. The reason I do this is actually because it is very important to protect your personally identifiable information online. So that's why I do not have any tokens or even personal Wi-Fi or Bluetooth information on this Polybar VNC that I showcase to the public. And whenever I do VNC, plus it doesn't take up as much screen real estate because my VNC screens are often smaller than the screens I use in real life for my computer setup. So first, I'm going to do display equals 5 because that's my VNC, and then Polybar VNC. Sorry, this is a plus sign. You need to make sure that it is an equal sign and a colon rather than a semicolon. Now you can see the different features. I have 16 workspaces on my open box, and on the upper right, you can see a battery percentage, and you can see the percentage of disk space full. This is my setup with virtual network computing, or VNC. Now, I'm going to present to you my setup I use when I have tint2, because tint2 can take up quite some space on the right side edge of this screen. So now, I'm going to try to launch my tint2 configuration, and it can be pretty difficult at first, but ultimately, I'm going to do display equals colon 5 and tint2. There is no overlap, and that is intended to be the case. So here, this is my setup with Polybar VNC, Polybar tint2 now, and this is with tint2, what I normally do. Please note that some of these features are redundant, but this is my preferred Polybar approach. You'll be able to see the RAM and CPU usage, but you will not be able to see the battery percentage. Plus, the reason I have the two is because I do want the workspaces to look seamless and work seamlessly. Now, you will be able to see that sometimes there is a slight lag between the Polybar and the tint2 when you switch workspaces, but it depends on the context. I don't know which one usually runs first and which one usually switches it quicker, but either way, this is how it is. One of the major differences between these two docks is actually they have application launchers here on the tint2, but not on the Polybar. Now, that is one of the few things that tint2 has that Polybar does not. And if you like that type of content and would like to learn more, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and try to hack the YouTube algorithm. And thanks for watching. Signing off.